Welcome to today's episode of the DDC podcast. I'm your host, Daniela Del Carpio, and I'm so happy to have you join me on this journey of unlocking your true potential. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode of this podcast. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 simple tips to help you be successful. So make sure you listen to the whole episode. If you're driving, come back to this, take some notes, get a pen and paper so you can start implementing this in your day-to-day life. So let's jump straight into it. So the number 1 tip I have for you is to define what success actually means to you. And the reason why I say this is because success has a different definition for everyone. Success is something that is very, very unique. So I want you to be very clear with this. For some people, success may be linked to their career, having their own business, starting with their own business, maybe having the job of their dreams, things like that. For other people, success may be linked to their relationships, having a family, having babies, buying their house, buying a car. There are just so many different ways that someone can feel successful. So I just want you to be very clear with what success means to you. So you know that once you achieve that thing, you are successful. Now that you know what success means to you, and now that you are clear with this, the second thing I want you to do is to create a plan to help you get success, to help you reach that goal that you want. Because remember, you can dream all you want, you can have all the goals that you want, but if you don't have an actual plan to help you get there, how do you think you're going to achieve that goal? How do you think you're going to get from point A to point B without a GPS, without a roadmap, without knowing exactly if you have to go straight, if you have to go right, if you have to go left? Which is why having a plan, having a structure for this, it's going to make things much, much easier for you. It's going to make sure that you are not going around circles and wasting your time. It's going to ensure that you are on the right track to help you get there. And it's going to ensure that you are enjoying the process and that you know you're working hard on a daily basis to help you get to where you want to be. Because the last thing that you want is just to go around circles, is to waste your time, is to get upset, to get disappointed that you are not achieving anything. I really don't want that for you. So I want you to be smarter with your goals, and I want you to start creating something to help you get there. Without a structure, remember, you will never get to where you want to get. And make things easier for you. When you create the plan, make something that is realistic. Make something that is achievable. Make something that you know you're going to be able to make it. Because if you write down things that are maybe a little bit too crazy, maybe they are a little bit too over the top, you might be thinking, yeah, I'll get it done. But because it's too much, you won't get it done. So I want you to keep things simple, because the simple and the easier you make it, the easier it's going to be for you to stick to that plan to ensure you reach that success. The next thing I want you to do, and I suggest you do, is to get someone to hold you accountable. By someone, it can be someone in your family, friend, partner, cousin, sister, brother. It can be a coach. It can be someone from work, someone that you know, someone that you trust, someone that you respect. They can help you to stay accountable. Why? Because sometimes when we do things by ourselves, it's easier to go off track. It's easier to make promises to ourselves, but then we never get anything done, because you're just making the promise to yourself. If you don't get it done, no one is going to tell you anything. You don't need to show up for anyone. You don't need to do too much. So it's easier to go off track and give up. But if you know that there's someone else waiting for you, if you know that there's someone waiting to hear from you, then that's going to give you the little push to help you get there. Obviously, it's not everything, but it's going to be an extra help. Just think about this. Think about any goals that you've been trying to reach in the past few months. Let's say losing weight. You've tried by yourself, but maybe you were not very successful. Maybe you've tried this the year before and you were not successful. You try for a few months, then you give up. Then you try again for a few weeks, then you give up. And it's a cycle that never seems to stop. If you have done this in the past and you know it's going to happen again, stop doing that. Why keep wasting your time? Try something different. Get a coach, get help from someone. That way they can help you keep accountable. And something you can try with them, let's say you ask your friend. You tell your friend, hey, I have this goal. This is what's going to happen. And I just want you to help me keep accountable. Like every Sunday, I just want you to ask me, did you complete your 3 sessions a week? 3 weight training sessions a week? Did you stick to your meal plan this week? Something so simple. And that way, you know that by Sunday, your friend is going to ask you those questions. Or you know that by Sunday, you have your check-in with your coach. So you have to make sure you report to them. You have to make sure you show them that you are achieving that goal. You have to make sure that you are doing the things that you said you were going to do. Because how embarrassing is it going to be if you have, let's say, a coach, and then every single check-in you tell them, sorry, coach, this week I was not feeling motivated. This week I just wasn't feeling my best. It happens every now and then. Yes, that's completely normal. But if it happens every single week, then you need to do something about it. That person can help you, and that person can push you and remind you of your goals on the days that you feel like you don't want to do anything. So the next thing, and probably the most important one, along with number one, is to take action. Because there's no point of you planning everything, writing down your goals, telling everyone about your goals, telling the world about your goals, but they're not doing anything about it. I feel like so many people, they just wait around for the perfect moment. They wait around for the perfect time. They wait for the weather to get better. They want a sunny day. They want winter time. They want this, they want that, and blah, blah, blah. And they just never get it started. And the reason why they don't get it started is because maybe you are afraid. Maybe you think you're going to fail again. Maybe you think you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be successful. But if you don't try, if you don't take action now, remember that perfect time, that perfect moment is never going to happen. You just have to get it started. Even if you feel like now is not the right time, I'm going to wait another week. Trust me, you're just going to keep waiting another week, another week, another week, and it's going to be months and months and months, and then you're never going to get anything done. I hear this from people all the time, so I don't want you to keep making the same mistakes all over and over again. I've done this in the past. Of course, I've done it. I'm a human just like you, but I learn from my mistakes, and that's something I want you to do. Learn from your mistakes and don't make the same mistake twice, because when you do a mistake, it's fine. We're humans. But if you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, that's by choice. No one is forcing you. You know what you did wrong the last time. If you do it the same thing, it's because you want to do it, nothing else. So take action now. Stop planning for too long. Stop prepping for too long. Just get it done. If something goes wrong, learn from that mistake and then try again. Try a different way, but never stop trying and never stop waiting. Take the action right now. So if you're listening to this, this is your sign to take the action and stop waiting another day, another second, another minute. And the last tip I have for you to help you be successful is to create a weekly review. So make sure you are tracking your progress. Because another mistake that sometimes we make, we have goals, we set a plan for ourselves, we take action, but then we are not reviewing our goals. We're not reviewing or tracking how we are doing. And if you're not tracking, how do you know if you are on track? How do you know if you have to make some changes? How do you know if you are a step closer to reaching your goals? You're not going to know anything unless you track. So this is something I want you to try, not on a daily basis, but something to keep it realistic for you. Do it on a weekly basis, because daily basis, not many changes might happen. But weekly basis is going to be much easier for you to review your week, see how your week went, see what things you need to change if there's anything that has to be changed, see what things you want to keep, see what things you don't want to keep, assess everything. Be honest with yourself, and this is going to help you stay on track and help you reach that success that you want. So just a quick recap of the 5 tips that I have for you to help you be successful. Number 1 is to define what success means to you. Number 2 is to create a plan to help you be successful and reach this goal. Number 3 is to get someone to help you be accountable. This can be a family member, friend, partner, coach. Number 4, take action right now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. And number 5, make sure you create a weekly review so you are reviewing what things are working, what things are not working. I hope you find this episode helpful. I hope you had some amazing value from this, and I hope you can start taking action right now. If you like this episode, make sure to share it on your social media and tag me at Daniela del Carpio. Until next time, and as I always say, don't ever stop believing in yourself. Ciao.